in Kho. Hello and welcome. You're watching NewsX and I'm Megha Sharma. The latest flashpoint between the BJP and the Congress is the FIR that has been filed against Rahul Gandhi over yesterday's scuffle in the parliament premises. The Delhi police is registering statements of both the injured members of parliament and will also conduct CCTV analysis of the incidents. The Congress has said that the FIR is a diversionary tactic to shift attention away from their demands of Amit Shah's resignation for what they call insult to Ambedkar. Now, amidst these protests, the parliament has now been adjourned sine die. Let's start this conversation. I have with me Garima Dasoni. She's the Congress spokesperson. Garima, thanks for joining me. And my first question to you about what is the reason that the Congress is protesting? Because as per the statements that have been issued by these members of parliament who have been injured, they're saying that they were pushed by Rahul Gandhi while entering from the Makar Dwar.
Thank you for having me. I think this time BJP has crossed its limits in all senses. I mean, if you talk about the insulting and the derogatory remarks made by the Union Home Minister Amit Shah on Baba Saheb Bhimrao Ambedkar in the parliament itself, and secondly, the kinds of accusations and allegations they are leveling against my leader. Now, Rahul Gandhi definitely is an ardent supporter of non-violence and Gandhian values and ideology, as the nation could see in his Bharat Jodo Yatra. And he is the one who propagated the slogan, Nafrat ke bazaar mein mohabbat ki dukaan kholne aayo. So he is the last person to push anybody or shove him or, hit anyone. So the nation is not going to take it so easily, and the lies that BJP has been telling 24/7, people are literally making a mockery of themselves.
Okay.
Day before yesterday, at 10:45 p.m., the BJP's official handle replaced Baba Saheb Bhimrao Ambedkar with George Soros. Look at the audacity. I mean, we are very happy in one sense. You might file hundreds of FIRs against Rahul Gandhi ji, and I think there'll be shortage of jails because millions of Congress workers are going to be on the streets. If you you have debarred him once, you can debar him a million times more.
You made your point. Let me also get Jasmine Walia also on the telecast with me. Jasmine, how do you have to react to what Garima has said, particularly the attack that has been made by Congress, that BJP these are diversionary tactics of the BJP to file FIR against Rahul Gandhi simply because Rahul Gandhi attacked Amit Shah, targeted Amit Shah over the latter's remarks on Baba Saheb Ambedkar?
Ms. Sharma, first of all, I would say that it is a very sad day in the parliamentary democracy of our country that such incidents have started happening. Well, in any healthy parliamentary system, opposition or the ruling party debate in the parliament and heated words can be said against each other, but pushing and getting mad and stooping down to the level of manhandling has never been witnessed before. It is a sad and an unfortunate day for everybody. Leave aside the BJP, but for any political party, it is a sad day. This should not, the precedent is very, very sadly set. And coming from Rahul Gandhi, is also, he falls back on a legacy. He has been in the parliament for a very long time. He's leader of the opposition, and we expect very mature behavior from him, not only in the BJP, but I think the nation expects more maturity and more sagaciousness in dealing with situations which are volatile. And the CCTV cameras will reveal, the witnesses will reveal, this unfortunate incident did not happen in the dark. It happened in front of hundreds of people. There were a lot number of MPs standing there when this whole scuffle happened. And it is indeed very unfortunate. And both the MPs have been hurt and they are admitted in the hospital. Not only that, but a woman MP has gone ahead and made a complaint against him in a very sad tenor that he shouted at her. And I think it does not behove Mr. Rahul Gandhi. We expect way better from him.
Okay, Sumit, you know what is happening in the parliament? It has become quite the joke, and parliament is less of a parliament, but more of a circus, because there are no confidence motions that are being proposed and tabled in the parliament against the Rajya Sabha chairman. Then we have wars of cash that are being found under the seats of members of parliament. We have seen an FIR being registered against Rahul Gandhi. There are 2 MPs who claim that they have been injured because they were shoved by Rahul Gandhi. I think some time ago, maybe it was a year or a couple of years ago, there were these marshals who had been attacked because there was so much commotion and violence in the well of the house that they had to force these MPs who were showcasing violent behavior out of the parliament. So, I mean, do you think the public enjoys this tamasha, this theatrics that play out?
Megha ji, thank you for having me on your show. Well, for sure, the common citizen of India, or nobody, even the politicians, don't like to see this state of affairs. It's not a good state of affairs. I agree fundamentally on that. But if you look at the problem, what changed in the parliament in the last few years? There's only one thing changed in the parliament in the last few years. There's a Prime Minister Modi, who is winning election after election, election after election, election after, coming again and again. You are busy writing his political obituary, you are busy discarding, you are busy saying that Modi magic is over. You are busy repackaging Rahul Gandhi. You have got 15, 18 relaunches of him. He has done a big yatra. It did not give him results. He had a beard look. He had a Kashmiri Pandit look. He has a Brahman look. He changes all the looks. But unfortunately, we were all those image consultants in place. When it comes to people voting for him, it doesn't really change into votes. So that frustration has resulted into anger. Now, this manifestation of anger has led to a situation where people are becoming highly volatile of the Congress, including Mr. Rahul Gandhi. And at times he loses his balance. He kind of, tips over. And when that tipping over happens, he forgets there's a 60 or a 70-year-old man in front of me. There might be a woman sitting next to me. So it's not Rahul Gandhi is like that. But when, it's that sheer frustration. And unfortunately, when he enters the parliament, he says, look, my family ruled this country for 55 years. Yaar, kahan se aa gaye log sadak pe chai bechne wale? Now they are losing. And with the way it is going, I don't have a chance. I'm telling you. Megha ji, he doesn't have a chance after 2029. He knows this. And the problem is his sister is his biggest competitor. So
Okay, Dr. Piyush Joshi, how do you have to react to what Sumit has said?
There are 2-3 things that I would like to understand. First and foremost, what is Mr. Sarangi suffering from? Because I'm a doctor by profession. So I would like to know how serious is his injury. So if his injury is serious, then I definitely wish him a speedy recovery. But as far as I am concerned, his dressing keeps on evolving with time, with hours. And what is his neurological prognosis? What kind of injury does he have? Does he have an abrasion? Does he have an incised wound? Does he have a concussion, contusion, or a hematoma? Because he is occupying an ICU bed at Ram Manohar Lohia, which could have been used otherwise. So kindly let the country know what kind of trauma has he suffered. Number 2, please release the CCTV. We have been hearing about it that the CCTV footage will be released. But when that will be, that still remains to be answered. Number 3, Mr. Sarangi is not unknown to controversy. He was appointed with a lot of fanfare about his frugality and the way and his austerity in 2019 when he was appointed a minister. That ministry was unceremoniously taken away in 2021. He has something to, he needs something very, very badly to put himself back into the picture, because he's just down and out. So he is lashing on to an opportunity. That is my mind. I may be wrong. And if I'm wrong, I will have no qualms in apologizing. If there's a serious head injury, so I'll come and apologize. But I am yet to see what kind of injury is he suffering from. I believe he is using this controversy to re-establish himself. And the Bharatiya Janata Party is using this controversy to divert
I'm going to again raise. I'll come to you, Garima. But Jasmine, I want a response from you. Now, Parliament is a place where taxpayers' money is used, and it is supposed to be used for a good purpose, for passing laws, for having congenial, constructive debate and discussion to reach a consensus, which is going to be for the welfare of the country, for the welfare of the citizens who have voted you to power. Now here you see, I really don't understand. Is there? I mean, I don't know what is the basis on which this FIR has been filed. And again, a lot of questions being raised by Dr. Piyush Joshi as well. The point is, the important issues that had to be raised in the Parliament Parliament, and the Winton session has also gone by, and nothing really has happened. The One Nation, One Election bill at this point of time has been sent to the Joint Parliamentary Committee. But what else? What more meaningful things have happened in the Parliament this time around as well? You've been harking upon Ambedkar, and you're talking about Nehru legacy and Gandhi, Indira Gandhi, and what all they did in the past, and now, to talking about these, tote bag politics that is taking place. Once you're wearing the Palestine bag, and then there's support for the Bangladeshi
Meghna,
Hindus, and the present that is being offered by the BJP to Priyanka Gandhi Vadra, and giving her the bag about the 1984 anti-Sikh riots that took place. Do you think the nation can be better off from seeing all these theatrics on the television channel, and be more focused on the important subjects of the country?
Meghna, I fundamentally believe that in Parliament, cutting across party lines, we should be debating what is happening in our nation. I totally agree on that. On that point, taxpayers' money is very important, and every citizen in this country expects way better from all our parliamentarians. But do not trivialize to what has happened in the Parliament today. You do not indulge in scuffling. You do not push people around, and you do not. It is. I'm amazed at the Dr. Saab who was just talking that he should. Is he suffering from a neurological disorder? It is the intention. Even a push and a shove by a parliamentarian to the other, from one human being to the other, is an assault. It is an assault. Rahul Gandhi is not going to murder somebody or lethally injure somebody. The intention to
May
push
I come in, please?
itself is a great
Megha, may I come in, please?
She will have her chance. And when you say about the tote bag, who got the tote bag into the Parliament? Who was carrying the foreign policy of this nation? Does Priyanka Gandhi or Rahul Gandhi, even academia is not their forte? Sorry, I'm saying that. Both the children have not been to any good institutions, and academia is definitely not their forte. Do you carry the foreign policy of this nation on your shoulder?
I don't know. Okay. I sort of don't understand the very basis of that argument, whether it holds water. But Garima, coming to you. Yes, Garima, you want to make a point.
We are talking about Israel and Palestine here. India is walking a tight rope in all these European.
But again, the question, Jasmine, what is wrong in any politician or a public figure raising the issue of lives of Palestinians or the Hindu minorities who are under attack in Bangladesh, or any other matter that is of concern for India? Garima, coming to you.
बात निकलेगी तो बहुत दूर तक जाएगी जैस्मिन जी. मोदी जी का एकेडमिया भी बता दीजिए कौन कौन से रेप्यूटेड यूनिवर्सिटीज में गए हैं. So please leave that aside. See, this is the modus operandi of BJP that we have been witnessing since 2014. Whenever they are trapped in an issue or they are cornered, they try to cover up with a bigger issue. Yeah, they get another issue to just divert the attention of the media and the nation.
Did we ask Rahul to push?
Please don't hackle. So, what I mean to say is, when Mr. Amit Shah was getting cornered on the Ambedkar, the insulting remarks, the derogatory and obnoxious remarks that he keeps making in the parliament. So when the opposition was demanding an apology from him and resignation from him, they brought this up. And with what commitment and conviction is she saying? Because the CCTV footage have not been made public yet. So first let the CCTV footage come, and Dr. Piyush rightly quoted here that told us that the flip-flop, at 8 o'clock there is some other patti on Sarangi's head, then 12 o'clock there is a simple one bandage in the corner, then the whole head is with heavy bandage. And Mukesh Rajput itself, he said that Rahul Gandhi was coming from front and I got the push from behind. And please, Jasmine ji, tell me, whenever you have protested when you were in opposition, do you even recollect who was standing beside you, next to you?
Okay, all
in
right.
front of you or
Okay,
behind
Garima.
you.
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
made
the
your
push-
point. Sumit,
the push
let's.
can come from the mob itself. And
Okay.
Rahul Gandhi can topple over anybody if the
Okay.
push is from behind.
Okay.
So that is
Okay.
the kind of mob protesting. But we have
Okay,
been
okay, all right,
protesting
Garima.
since 14
I'm
years.
going to come to
Megha,
Sumit
we
over
have
here,
been
and Sumit, it's
protesting since
unfortunate
14
that we
years.
have to have this
We have
discussion
been protesting since 14 days
on
against
our
Adani
channel
construction.
because we could have
Adani and his
discussed a
relation
host
with
of
Modi.
important
Was there
subjects, but
any
this is
turmoil?
what it has come down to.
Was there any
And
turmoil in the
perhaps, but for the One Nation, One Election bill that has been sent to the Joint Parliamentary Committee, nothing much has come off the winter session of the Parliament. Do you think the time and the resources of convening the Parliament could have been better utilized?
Megha ji, if the question is to me, I could not hear because Garima ji has been talking over you. So
Yeah, we couldn't hear
But-
what
Sumit,
Megha ji
actually,
said.
the level of discourse is so low. Yesterday, Nishikant Dubey made a comment on
They said-
the weight of Mr. Kharge. Look at the discourse
Jasmine,
level that you people are putting
Garima,
down to such a level that you're
Garima,
telling
let
a
me carry
national
forward.
party's
Let me carry
president
forward
and
the
an LOP,
conversation over
a
here.
leader of
I'm
opposition
asking
in
a
Rajya
particular
Sabha is being
question.
told to
You know, I
do
don't
less.
want to. Yeah,
He's
I mean,
putting
I'm
out
trying to.
weight.
You
That is
speak
why
about.
he lost his
You
balance.
speak about
And
the
today
level.
you are telling
You speak
Rahul
about
Gandhi
the
is
level of
bastard.
discourse,
What about
Garima.
Modi
Can you
bastard?
please
What about
give the
Modi
anchor
bastard?
also a
Whatever-
space
whatever
to
you
moderate
say,
this
Modi,
discussion?
this is
I would be forced to ask my team to please mute her. I would request Garima to be muted because I cannot talk over her, and I would like a cogent conversation to take place. Sumit, my question was, I would like to raise the level of the discourse over here because of all this commotion, this drama, theatrics that have been playing out. I request my guests to kindly maintain decorum. Kindly maintain decorum, or I will not be able to have any conversation with you.
I want to know the relation between
I fail to, and this is not a news channel where there is going to be one-upmanship and you're going to having these mudslinging matches and one person fighting and raising their voice over the other. This is not the way we function, and I'm sorry if you want to leave this discussion table and because you're not wanting to be quiet, then I have no choice but to mute you over here. I'm going to pose this question once again to Sumit because he was not able to hear me over the commotion that was happening. Sumit, there's precious little that has happened in the Parliament in the winter session this time around as well. And I was talking about the resources and the time that is very valuable, which is of the public, which is utilized to convene these sessions. Apart from One Nation, One Election, there's nothing much that has happened. You've spoken about the Constitution, and you've spoken about history, and you've spoken about amendments made in the Constitution and B.R. Ambedkar and so on and so forth. But what fruitful achievement has been brought forth? Do you think more discussions could be held? And this petty politics, one-upmanship game, attacks and counter-attacks could have been avoided?
Megha ji, goes without a doubt. There's around 2 to 2.5 lakh rupees which is spent on a minute to have the parliament running. It's a lot of money and a lot of money of the exchequer on the table. But when it comes to running the parliament, it's a collective responsibility of the opposition as well as the ruling party to run it. The challenge here is if some people believe they are entitled to some special status, they think they are above the law. And when they start getting physical, देखिए बातों में विवाद हो सकता है, but यहाँ हाथ पैर चलने लगे. That is where the problem is. And let me make one.
कहाँ देखा आपने? हमने तो देखा नहीं हाथ पैर चलते.
Garima ji, I can show better than.
I have not seen any video हाथ पैर चलते.
Garima, I have given you. Garima, I have given you a platform. I would request Garima's mic be muted, please. I would request Garima's mic be muted. Yes, go ahead, Sumit.
Megha ji, look. We have one person jisko khoon aaya. I don't know technically what kind of an injury do you classify it medically. I'm not a doctor. There's another person whose head has cut, the blood has come. And then do tell me, is that blood asli or nakli? Is anybody of them a Bollywood makeup artist, an MP standing there who in the part-time works in Bollywood, usne thoda window karke dressing lagai? No. You are talking for 70-year-old
No, but
man
let's
who's
also understand politicians are
So,
more
Megha,
dramatic than the actors of this world.
You
Anyway,
wanted
no,
somebody
I'm
dead.
saying,
somebody dead and only will say
is a
kuch
mountain
bada.
being made, or is a mountain being made
That
out
is
of
Megha,
gold?
I just want to have a
intention.
I just
That is agony.
Garima, I have to say this to you. I am not used. I am not used to my panelists speaking over each other. This is not the platform to do this. You can go and do this on other channels, but I do not appreciate one panelist speaking over the other, because I give equal amount of time to everybody
I
to put
just want to ask
across
you,
to put
do
across
you-
their point. I would like at this point of time Dr. Piyush Joshi to speak. Garima, I would request you to please wait your turn.
All I asked was his diagnosis, because he's admitted in ICU. That's all I asked. That the onus is on the medical board to at least tell the diagnosis, whether he is grievously hurt, whether it is simply hurt, whether it was just an abrasion, so that we all know that okay, he is doing all right, or in what course of time is he going to recover. That's all I asked. And all I said, that if he is admitted in ICU, does he actually need an ICU? So the medical board can very well clarify that. If he does need an ICU, then maybe the case would have been escalated at a different level. But knowing Mr. Sarangi, looking at his all records, looking at all different kinds of cases registered against him, and he was down and out in the BJP politics as well. So this halla actually helps him create an image for himself as well. And Mr. Amit Shah was cornered when it comes to the Ambedkar issue, because he basically insulted the father of the constitution of the country, the person who's responsible for giving the constitution, and they had nothing else to do. So that's why they brought this controversy to the front, so that the whole attention can be diverted.
Okay.
And he does not have to respond on that.
Okay, Jasmine, what do you have to say about this?
Meghna, I will say that for any parliamentarian to raise his voice or to push or shove is as sad as murdering somebody. It is the intention. It is a temple of democracy. We need to only argue and debate, that also with dignity and in a dignified manner. There is no place for physical assault in the parliament, and it is a sad day.
Would you like to comment, Garima?
Absolutely. See, you cannot expect me to be calm and composed when again and again my leaders are getting, without any proof, they're getting such accusations are being leveled against them. I would like to ask a question to Jasmine ji and Sumit ji. Please, I would like an answer in yes and no. Have you seen Rahul ji pushing and shoving? Anyone? Have you seen any video till now? How can you take his name again and again without any proof?
Okay, all right. Sumit, again coming to you. Now, I want to emphasize it again and again. Unfortunately, I have been forced to have this discussion in the evening over the proceedings, the developments that took place in the morning. And I would have to say, our politicians are bigger actors than the Oscar winners across the globe, and it seems like it's a small issue. I don't know, there were so many people over there. Again, points being raised by Garima, and very valid. There is no CCTV footage at this point of time. Obviously, I mean, if there is something serious injury that particular MP has gotten, is there any release of any medical documents to substantiate that? And again questions being raised over here. There could have been pushing and shoving that may have happened, and this is not the first time. This is not the first time it would have happened. In the past as well, the marshals are pushed and shoved and attacked, and the well of the house has been a scene of several
cameras are getting allowed in an ICU.
So Sumit, how do you?
Causing
Yes, I hear you, Garima. I hear you. You made your point, Sumit. How do you? Why do we need to have so much talk about this?
I want to ask you, which ICU permits cameras inside the ICU, causing discomfort to the other patients?
You are the anchor. You should be holding this conversation.
No, I just asked you a question. Please answer both of you. Please answer
I'm
both
not
of you.
asking Garima ji, let me answer. Are you come here to have the debate?
No.
You want to say that Rahul Gandhi का नाम नहीं लेना है? You want to muscle about Mullah Moises on the national TV? You don't want us to talk because we are talking about Rahul Gandhi. You think you can only
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's calm down. Let's calm our nerves. Let's not talk over each other, because the public who's watching you is not going to really understand. And then I don't want a parliamentary commotion-like situation happening, at least on my channel, because I'm in control of that. I'm not in control of what happens inside the parliament, but I am definitely in control of what happens on the news channel, on the platform that we give our political analysts and political spokespersons. So Sumit, you want to make a point? Let's hear it from you about why fall down. Sumit, let's not fight with each other. Let's not fight with each other. Sumit, I'm asking you a very clear question.
You're just saying something.
Okay, since you're not interested in actually talking, having cogent conversation, having a discourse, I will have to conclude. Unfortunately, all efforts on my end to have some sort of a constructive conversation, debate, have obviously been defeated. On that note, I'm going to take a quick short break. Thanks for watching NewsX.